what you need, tell me what you wanna give, how much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was the story was wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, yourself are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of a distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I pray on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on. Come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off.
Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. First down, and they're going to throw without it. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out. But
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And
they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matt Milano in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. Here comes Grant on the return.
That fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right?
This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 66 yards. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Matt Milano, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. He pitches it out. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now, you don't see option pitches a whole lot in the NFL, but there worked out pretty well, resulted in a touchdown.
And it's hard for defenses because they don't see it very often, so the time in preparing each week is probably minimal. So when it comes at them, it's often a surprise. And what a nice job on the read. Pitch to the running back, and he takes it all the way in for a touchdown.
And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in his first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Come on, 52.
Let's see what you got. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
56, 56.
Now Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line. Mike's
Round 80.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Mike, 49. So don't say nothing.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set, hut, secure. 49. Switch up, switch up.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Jackson, option right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage It'll be back at the 36. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Sit back.
From the gun, Jackson. Now he steps away. And a throw right sideline is complete. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's go.
Hey, foxtrot. Regular.
Here's Allen to throw it. Fighting through pressure. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On play action, Allen. And the pressure gets to him again.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
At the 30-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
What we got?
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. That one caught out wide by Boykin. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Jackson from the shotgun, rolling to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, that's complete to his running back, Grant. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop it down at about the 3-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll run it with Hill, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen throwing again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play here for the Bills. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Allen. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To the air, Allen. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They run here with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hauschka adds the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Kamale Correa leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Jackson got him in. It's Brown. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 81 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. That's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hauschka with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, but all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And here's Allen to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Right there. Come this way, come this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Check three.
Throwing again. Jackson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Open man there is Malone. On 3rd down, Muhammad. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
Exactly. Right, it's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for them to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You draw quicker.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Ready?
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Strong left, strong left. I'm scared.
A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. 20. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Justin Tucker sets the kickoff.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This will be taken very short.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a give, right side. Muhammad. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of this. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Well, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Down. Flip the outlaw. 49. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First down, Ravens.
Ready. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Jackson on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as the Ravens push further out in front, getting your back involved.